When I moved into my own place, again, I remember getting home from work one day and being like, everything in this apartment I did. It was just such a profound, good feeling, too. And just to be emotionally and mentally present, because as a person in recovery, whenever I didn't know that I wasn't present until I was able to find recovery again. My first few times with substances, it was more innocent then, but I mean, it kind of slowed that very fast mind down, and it took a hold on me without me even knowing it, because nobody likes anxiety. It's not fun to live with. I started doing them in different ways. Started doing them before I get to work, to do well at work, not just after work to party or whatever. It shifted into survival versus recreation and fun. Whenever I went to detox at one point and then went into just a couple weeks of treatment and came out and got on medications, that's when I started seeing the ability to find real me again, find that homeostasis that I had been looking for a long time. I will say that I'm really lucky. Most of my family and friends never gave up on me, and there was tough love at times, but they knew that it was more so the shame and kind of guilt I would deal with. They tell me all the time how proud they are. I'm a really, really big advocate on that. I think it provides stability when it needs to. Look at it from a medical point of view. Addiction is a disease. You take medications for a disease. I'm pairing it with therapy, which really helps, because all the substances it's really all the emotional things that people go through usually that make substances so appealing. I know it's a tool that's always there for me, which helps, because there are, anniversaries of my mom passing, things like that I know are more difficult emotional days. But because of the medication I'm on, and the fact that I've started to see the light at the end of the tunnel, hope is really important, and it gave me hope. It gave me time to find hope again. I grew up with parents that were terminally ill. They both had HIV, and my mom did a lot of advocacy work for that. I remember sitting in big lecture halls. She was talking about just education on things and reducing that stigma. I think it's what the recovery world needs to. I think that's the only way to get past certain stigmas, is to normalize it. You're starting to see it more on TV, where there's a cousin or a brother that's in recovery. When I start seeing things like that, that's good. We need that. I mean, that's how society structures what's okay and what's not. And it's totally okay to be in recovery. Just like it was totally fine for my mom and dad to have an HIV diagnosis and live a normal life too. I just want to be seen as normal. And if I do trust you enough to tell you about my recovery, which I'm big on just telling people. Some people pick on me about it. They're like, it's one of your favorite things. I said, well, it's a really big part of me. So that's who I am.